Hey, Heidi, what are you doing, girl? Hey. We're going to make some tool handles today. This has been on my mind. I did not see the live. I was out of town till late last night. Hey, where the wind blows. How are you doing? I'll have to check it out. What did you guys do on your live, Heidi? All right, where's my live center? Billy, baby kisses. You know, baby kisses, I forgot that's you. I'm used to seeing baby kisses not where the wind blows. I forgot about that. Whoops. Yeah, that looks pretty centered. Close enough, right? All right. Thanks, Heidi. Thanks for being a member for 2 months, Heidi. I appreciate you. Michael Wilson, what's up, man? So this has been on my mind. This has been on my mind for a while. I got these rasps and this chisel. We're going to make handles for at least 3 of these today. I got a little bit of scrap red oak, 2" by 2" or 1.5", something like that. So let's see where the day takes us. Hope you guys are having a great weekend. Royal Empire, hey, thanks for hanging out. Let's get to turning. All right. Let's get the roughing gouge out. I don't turn between centers very much. What I'm doing is making a tenon with this so it fits on my chuck because it gives you a much better hold and you can be more aggressive on your cuts. That should be fine. Let's do this other one real. Let's make sure it fits. Where did that thing go? So it fits. So now let's do the same thing to this one, and then we'll switch our chuck. We'll put our chuck in. You can hammer it in if you want, but most of the time you don't have to. You'll just get a better grip. Hey, do me a favor, guys, and smash that like button for me. Appreciate you. That ought to be enough. BK, I had a great craft show. Let me show you. My lake maps were a big seller, and I made some new wall art. This is some of my new stuff. I've still got all my totes I have to unpack. Chase, what's up, brother? Hey, Lions, we're making some tool handles for our chisel and 3 rasps, or files. But yeah, BK, the sale, I had a 6-day craft, or a 5-day craft show. It was 2 weeks ago. I was so tired. I took the next week off and then haven't really been in the shop much. But I'm getting back in the shop. So it was great. Had a good time. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Chase, what are you making in the shop this weekend, man? He's always making something. That ought to be fun. All right. Custom box. Nice, man. All right. Let's tighten this bad boy and let's make a handle. All right. Now we can get really aggressive on this because we have it in a chuck. That's what I like to do. So Travis asks a good question. He says, how much would a good used wood lathe like yours sell for? Well, I started probably 7 years ago with an old Craftsman off of Marketplace for like 150, 200 bucks. The motor burned out within the first 2 months, and then I bought this brand new. So that's probably 6 or 7 years. And I turned a few things, but this year I started turning a lot for my live streams. But I really don't know how much they go for used. I bought this brand new for $700 6 or 7 years ago, and man, they're like 1,100 bucks now. Here's my backup lathe that I never used. The power switch is broke. I have to plug it in, but it's got the bed extension. But you can tell I never use it. But you can always look on Marketplace, but make them show you it working in person before you buy it. But I really don't know the used prices, man. But you can always find good deals. What you could also do, join your local wood turning group. And a lot of times you can find really good deals there and a lot of good instruction. What's up, Dave? How you doing, man? So let's make some tool handles. What's up? Heck yeah, Chase. I think that's a great price. Because, yeah, I think you have the same lathe as me. I'm not sure. I don't remember the part number on that jet. man, you can tell my tools are dull. Yeah, they're pretty inexpensive to get started. All right, guys, I'm looking for a new show on Netflix. What's a good one to watch? Well, no, this one's sharp. I have too much stuff in the way to go sharpen it right now. All right, that's kind of a rough shade. I'm making some handles for my files, my rasps. And we're gonna make one for my chisel. We're gonna go a little thinner, a little. Yeah, this one's plenty sharp, man. Let's bust out the round tool. Let's see. Let's bust out the dreaded skew chisel. Let's see if we can mess it up, you know what I mean? All right, about right. Maybe a little more. I'm gonna bust out the spindle gouge. Oh, let's see. Let's switch you guys around. Get you a better view here. We're gonna switch to the spindle gouge, see if we can get a little more shape. That one's not sharp either, dude. What's up? That one is. That's brand new. Oh, wrong one. Travis, I give my dust from my dust collector away to people that raise rabbits. Thanks so much, guys. I have 17 likes. Can we get to 25? I'm just really doing that to give myself a grip. You know what I mean? Hey, thanks, Travis. Appreciate that, man. It's a great group to hang out with, you know? Let's go see if I can find a piece of copper for the ferrule. I don't know if I've got one. Let me look around. Let's get a measurement here. Let me grab my calipers. Yeah, what you're supposed to do to make it last longer, you put this on the ferrule and it'll keep it from splitting out. Like if you're doing some heavier work. So we might as well do that, you know what I mean? I haven't done this in a long time. I've done a couple of these over the years. Lock it in place. So that's what we need. Let's try. See what we can do. Holla, holla. Let me switch you around over here. 100 all day long, I'll take it. Still got a little ways to go. What's up? close. Let's see if it fits now. I mean, it's pretty close. Let's clean that up. Now, guys, if you're not following Chase with New Beginnings Woodworks, you're missing out. Right now, Chase builds a lot of custom woodworking, and he makes a lot of pins recently. So go check him out. Let's go cut this real quick. Let's see what we can do. Let me put on some ear protection. I think I can cut this on the miter saw. Let's find out. Is Wes in here? You said hi, we. I wonder if that's Wes. Let me grab some ear protection. If you guys haven't seen these, I did a video last week. These are great Bluetooth hearing protection. Love it. They are fantastic, super comfortable. I'm really impressed with it. I have a link in the description of my last video. You can get a discount, I believe. So let me grab my eye protection. I don't know if it'll cut on this. Let's see. Yeah, it's gonna be a little funky. Is this copper? Hell, I don't know. Oh, well, it did. That's not aluminum. Oh well. Maybe. Yeah, that one was much better. Much better. Bill, what's up, brother? DeLon, hey man, how you doing? Sorry I'm yelling. Hey guys. Now we got some great artists and woodworkers in this group. DeLon's Handmade Woodworking. He is killing it making all these carvings. Then the Shoop's Wood Shop, they do a ton of wood turning. They're kind of new wood turners, and they do some great stuff. They're a hoot to watch. You never know if Heidi's going to slap Bill in the face. I mean, it's fun to watch. So let's go over to the sander. We're going to sand that rough burr off. And I'm going to use some these little vice grips. Let's do that real quick, and we're going to head back to the lathe. $27 likes. All right, all right, all right. All right. Get my... All right. Let's go clean these up and get back to the lathe. See if we can get to the sander. It's kind of buried. Let's see. I just finished that craft show 2 weeks ago, and I really haven't cleaned the shop yet. So we're working on it. It's a work in progress. You know, I guess I could use my slow speed grinder. I think the sander works, I'm not sure. Yeah, that's all right. Let's get rid of those rough edges. Let's clean these rough edges real quick, and then we're back on the lathe. This copper sands pretty easily. I haven't made these things in a long time. You do this when you make an awl. This thing's got a little angle to it. Still a little hot. All right, that'll work for what we're doing. Let's see how we did. Oh, is that better? Man, I'm sorry. This phone has been jacked up, guys. Is that better? All right, man, that might be a tad small. That's loose. Well, we're gonna have to make it a little bigger. I didn't realize that was loose. Whoops. Come on now. Where'd we put all those things? You know, this thing has had a problem for months. Like, it works fine, then in the middle of the live, it gets blurry. I don't know what the deal is. I've looked. Yeah. Actually, that one fits great, so I don't know why the other one didn't fit. Maybe I bent one of these. I don't know. Huh. That actually fits. That's a good fit. Right there's a good fit. Huh. We'll go with this one. All right. Make sure it fits. I think that'll go on if we pound it on. All right, let's drill a hole. Let me grab a drill bit. Oh, yeah, that's possible, yeah. That's probably it, man. All right, we have 34 likes. Thank you, guys. Let's see what size hole we're wanting. You don't need a crazy one. Let's grab a drill bit. I don't think where I put all these. It's been a while. There they are. Whoops. That looks about right. Let's try it. What's everybody doing today? Sawdust Mafia. Yeah, I've heard some bad things about diabetes, guys. That's horrible. I've got a brother-in-law and a mother-in-law that both have it. There's a lot of serious diseases out there. BW, what's up, brother? How have you been? I haven't been in the shop a lot. I had that big craft show for 6 days and just kind of trying to get back in the swing, you know? That does not even look centered. Hold on. Because it's not. That's a little fast. That's better. That'll be just fine. See if this thing fits. It could be a little bigger here. Trying to think. Yeah, so we're going to switch drill bits to a slightly larger one for this, just the outside. Let's see if we've got one, man. Oh, no, I don't want to do that. Let me grab another drill bit. Be right back. Awesome. I'll try to catch it, Heidi. Yeah, if you guys are hanging out tonight, go catch Heidi and William with the Shoop's Wood Shop. Definitely a fun time, you know? Oh, I've heard of that, Travis. That sounds horrible. Is that what neuropathy is? I didn't realize it was like painful like that. All right, let's drill it just a little bigger. Let's see how long our ferrule is. Where'd we put it? Come on now. Well, let's grab one. It's in my pocket somewhere. Let's get the longer one. So this guy. Yeah, so we can take just seeing how deep we need to cut or drill. I think that's fine. Let's try test fit again. Should be a little better. You know, could go a little deeper, but I'm good with that, I think. Let's trim this off just a little. I don't know. I kind of want that to go deeper. Yeah, we really need to go all the way up to the tang. Yeah, let's drill this deeper. Sorry guys, I don't do this very often. You learn as you go, you know? Yeah, definitely, Travis, I think so. See if that's any better. Okay, that's almost there. Heck, I'm gonna go ahead and drill it all the way through. Then honestly, what I like to do, I'll put epoxy, 5-minute epoxy in this. I'll show you in just a second. Let's get it dry fit, and then we'll install the tang with some epoxy. We're gonna finalize this shape too. So that's not the final shape. There we go. That should do it. I hope so, my thing. That ought to work. That's going all the way there. That'll work. All right. Now let's final shape this. I want to make sure my hands like it. It does. I'm going to go ahead and bring the tailstock up one more time to give us a little support. Let's flip this around for you guys. Try that other camera, see if it's any clearer. There we go. We're going to make this a little longer. Shape that just a little bit. Okay. We're going to make this a little smaller. There we go. I like it. Maybe make this just a tad shorter. keep that. All right, let's put some finish on this. Oh, what are we doing? Let's use some friction polish. Let me grab the paper towel. I shouldn't have put it down there, but oh. Whoop. Come on, dude. Get in there. Switch this up over here. Thanks. Not bad for some scrap red oak. I like making scrap wood. Let's part this off. Alright, let's bust out the saw. There we go. Let's sand it up on the end real quick. All right. We're just trying to get rid of that. All right. Let's go put this thing together. Let's assemble it. All right. Let me find my ferrule again. This guy. All right. Let me get my 5-minute epoxy stirring up. I know, it stands by itself, right? That's kind of an added bonus. Got some of this Harbor Freight 5-minute epoxy. You don't need much. Stir it, stir it, stir it. I get these stir sticks from Dollar Tree or Hobby Lobby, depends which one has. Usually Dollar Tree, but I was at Hobby Lobby. I bought a ton of these. You get like 100 for like $2 or something. Really handy for stirring glue, your stain, your finish. All right, that's good enough for me. Should have done 3 of these at once. That's a little bit wasteful. We're just gonna force some of that down there. Push some down. There we go. Push some more in there. Push it down. Let's put some more in there. All right, I think that'll be fine. Also, we're gonna smear this around to set the ferrule. Spin this around, get an even coat. I think that'll be good. A little bit more up on the top part. All right. All right. Moment of truth, y'all. Come on, come on. 3, 2, 1. What? Oh, crap. Just kidding. Actually, we need to beat this on. You know what? I think they beat them on after. I don't know. I'm not a pro, y'all. Let's beat it in. So you got the extra squishing out. You got this guy. We got it way up there on the tang, which is right here. That's what we wanted. Ooh, it does stand by itself. Now let's wipe off that excess. Check it out. I'm not hating it, y'all. The copper, Travis, that copper is the ferrule. It supports the wood because that wood would split out. Could you sell this file? I mean, if I was selling these, I would make this out of nicer wood. But if anybody wants a file, I guess I can make you one, you know? No, I've made custom handles for other woodworkers before. They give me the hole size and the length, and then I make them. So, but hey, I like this. Let me show you something else I made. I'm going to tell you why I like this so much. Each piece has a story. This is a piece of hickory. When I first started out, I went and cut down some hickory for people that almost fell on their house, a tree. So I took a lot of it, as much as I could. I made this doing rough carving. This is like 8 or 9 years ago. And I made an awl. Same process, but the same copper. I guess I could sell them, but... So each piece has a story. I remember harvesting this hickory. And then I just made this one this year with some extra epoxy, and I put some wood in it. Of course, the ferrule's crooked. I didn't catch that in time. Whatever. But I use these awls all the time. It's just some big nails to set things. Works great. Hey, I'd love to know where you can sell these, y'all. I guess I need to look it up. But now, let me show you where these were always at on the workbench. They were always right there. They were always right here laying down, and I never used them because I never had a handle. So I want to use these more. This handle, okay, thanks, BK. And this handle is custom for my hand. I like the grooves because it gives you a better grip. I'm loving that. And I did this as a stop. At the end, that's a stop. So I'm digging it because you can really get some pressure on that and remove some wood. So yeah, guys, super fun to make your own tools. I don't think I'm heading back over to the lathe. I've got some work to do. I got to get this shop organized. Let me show you. I've got some lake maps sold, but I have all this scrap MDF I need to clean up. Thanks, Gambler. Yeah, it's a great... I'm 6'3", so I've got a big hand. But man, that's great. I love the feel of it. It's not overly slick. Has a nice grip. You know, with my texturing tool, you could also texture this if you wanted. I thought about it, and that gives you a grip. But I've got plenty of grip with how I grooved it. So I'm happy with it. You know, it brings a lot of joy to me when I make my own tools. You know, I make my own mallets. There's my Osage orange mallet. I beat these up, but I make my own mallets for the lathe, and it's fun, y'all. And it's a great way to use up scrap. So hey, thanks for joining me today. Hope you guys are having a good one. I'll probably go live in the next 2 or 3 days, trying to get back in the groove of it. Let me know if you have some ideas. I just did this because it burned through some scrap. I needed a handle, and thought you guys might appreciate it. Ooh, you made a baby mallet. Now, I've made some on the lathe, and when I first started, I made a couple of mallets. Pretty fun. Yeah, that's a pretty good idea, Travis. Rick Smith, what's up, man? I haven't seen you in a while. How are you doing, Rick? Yeah, Rick actually bought a mallet from me. Oh, cool, BK. Yeah, those mallets are fun. I haven't seen a mini one. Actually, I've seen people on YouTube use different sizes depending. Like if you're doing detailed work, I think the lighter one would be used. But all mine are big ones. Like I use them for carving. I carve sometimes, not a lot. So good deal, Rick. Glad to hear it, man. Yeah. Well, hey, I'm going to get off here. I've got some honeydews to do, and hope you guys are having a good one. Thanks for hitting all the likes. We got 70 likes. You guys are great. Thank you very much. Catch you on the next one. Have a great day. And I think Dave with Timber Designs, I think I saw him go live. So go over there and show him some love. See you guys. See you, BK.